Konnichiwa, minnsan. Marina desu. How you guys doing? I am very hot, so as you can see, I'm blouseless. So I'm sorry if anyone here feels offended that I'm wearing Lolita without any blouse on, but it's generally really hot. Like I need to I have the handkerchief to wipe my sweat. So I'm sorry if I'm sweating, but as you guys know, it's summer and right now it's like 80 something degrees, and of course I had to close my window, turn off my fan, and then have these lights in front of me, so it makes it even hotter in here. just for you guys, I'll suffer. So anyway, in this video, last month, as in July, I went to New York City with a friend for a weekend. I tend to go to New York City like once or twice a year. I always try to find a reason to go, just because it's like another home to me, I guess you can say. And I have a lot of close friends over there, so I like visiting when I can. And of course, I got in some goodies from Kinokuniya. If you guys don't know what Kinokuniya is basically a Barnes and Nobles, but with Japanese books and anime merchandise and all that stuff. So every single time I go to New York City, I always go to Kinokuniya and I always spend some money. This time I didn't spend as much money just because I didn't have like a full luggage. I only brought like a carry-on, so of course I can't fit a lot of things in that carry-on without having to pay an additional money, because you know, like nowadays when you book the cheapest flight, it doesn't include luggage or doesn't include checked baggage, only carry-on. And I don't want to spend that extra $60 just for 2 pounds more of stuff. Like I mentioned, I do have some close friends in New York City. One of them actually went to Japan recently, and he got me some Kit Kat souvenirs. He got me this peach flavored Kit Kat and melon flavored Kit Kat. I haven't tasted these yet, just because I kind of just, I don't know, I don't want to eat pretty candy. Every single time I get pretty candy from any Asian place or anything different, I never want to eat their candies because it's like, oh my god, it's so pretty, I don't want to eat this. So when I went to Kinokuniya, I actually had one thing that I wanted to buy. There was a specific book that came out that I wanted since it came out I want to say in June. It is Miku related, but I'll get to that. Well, at Kinokuniya, while I was just browsing, I was kind of looking for like something new to start reading, just because like I don't really have many things that I read in Japanese, and I figured, let's just start something new. So I found this book, and the title is down here is just Who Did She Love? So I'm kind of curious. I read the first couple pages in the store, and I really like romance, love stories and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of saucy, like this looks like some tea can be in here. So I figured, let's just try it. So, and it was only like $7 or like $8. It's a new book from Flower Comics. If you're interested, that's what the cover looks like. It's from Kinokuniya. The next book I've got, it's actually from the White Polar Bear Cafe show. If you ever watched that, it's like just one of the books that they have for it. I got this one because the penguin's favorite flavor is like mango or something. It's mango, so you guys should check it out. And these are just like really easy, kind of like more easier books. So it's not like complicated. Like there will be some furigana, so like the little hiragana on top of the kanjis. So I just want like more books to like start reading, just to keep up on my Japanese. And then while there, of course, picked up a magazine. So ID is a Japanese magazine with like, you know, like artists and like fashion and stuff like that. But so the reason why I got this is I never really bought ID before until I saw something. So recently, one of my favorite Japanese rappers, he had an interview with this magazine, and I remember that while I was looking in the store, and I'm like, oh my god, I just remembered my favorite rapper had a full feature magazine, or full feature interview. So as you can see, I bookmarked it. So one of my favorite rappers, he got like a full spread basically. You get from the beginning. He's like very eccentric, or weird, I guess is like a better word to put it. But I like his music, and he's like, he owns a fashion brand called Dogs Tokyo. So he's like a fashion person, I guess. But he's a rapper. That's his main thing, and he has a lot of tattoos, and yeah, I like Japanese rap. It's kind of interesting. So then here is just a text of like, he talks about his new album because that came out back in February or early March. And then the rest is just like other people. I literally bought this just for that little feature because you gotta support your artist somehow, right? And then of course I got some Miku things. So I went to like Little Japan there, or Little Tokyo, whatever they call it, in New York City. And I went to I forget what was the anime store called, but they just had like a lot of like toys and figures and stuff like that. And then I found a couple of Racing Miku figures. So this is the Racing Miku Thailand version. For some reason Thailand just makes her brown, like, or tan really. And then this is like Racing Miku 2019. So I just got more keychains. It's kind of funny how like her Thailand version tends to be her in like a swimsuit and she's tan. I don't know, maybe Thailand makes you tan, and I don't know anything about Thailand to be honest, so if that's true and if you're from Thailand, just let me know. Okay, so the last thing that wasn't from Kinokuniya, the keychains, that was from a different store. So the thing that I wanted from Kinokuniya was, like I mentioned, Miku related. So this artist, this author, he made a book with Miku in it, basically learning Japanese with Miku songs. So it's called Miku de Nihongo. So that's the title, Miku de Nihongo. The cover art is so pretty. I saw this on Twitter a few weeks before I went to New York, and then it was just like, oh, gotta have that because I may not need this book to learn Japanese, but I'm gonna want it, so that's what I did. So like I mentioned, the whole format is that you're learning about like Japanese culture and Japanese words through some of her songs. So I will go to the contents. I just skipped it. Also, what's in here, it's like a little card thing to like download like some of the conversations that you would have with her in Japanese. It's through the Sonoko, so if you ever, I don't want you to copy my code, I mean, you can always pause and copy my code. But Sonoko is basically like what a lot of like collectible things use. So like, it's like a download MP3 kind of thing. It's kind of that idea. But then these are the contents, so you can see the contents. These are some of the songs. And I kind of like how they go into detail. So like for the first song, it's Hello, How Are You? So here, the first song, Hello, How Are You? And then they give you the Japanese lyrics, so if you didn't know the words already, you have the Japanese. And then they do give you the Nomanji, so like in English alphabet, and then the translation of it. So they kind of break down and highlight certain words, and then they give you like a little culture lesson. So like, as you can see, they kind of have like a graph of like the vocabs. And then they kind of like teach you some of the greetings that could be related to that song, and then they kind of have you do like a conversation prompt with Miku. So it's really cool. I really like this a lot. I haven't gone through it because, like I said, I'm not basic level Japanese. I'm more like kind of intermediate. I just need to read more and conversate more in Japanese. I would like to be fluent, and thankfully, here in my new town, there's the JLPT test is held here. Back in upstate New York, I would have to travel to either like New York City or Toronto or even Chicago to take that test, but it's kind of convenient where it's actually in the same city, so I don't have to travel anywhere. So maybe not this year, but perhaps the next year I'll prepare more for that, just because right now I don't really have time to really study. But I do keep up my Japanese and such. But yeah, I kind of really, this is the sole reason why I even went into Kinokuniya. All those other stuff were kind of extra and unneeded. This isn't relating to New York at all, but I did wanted to show you some new shoes I got. So a lot of my shoes are pink, and I finally got some new shoes, and I'm so excited because they're like really heckin' cute. They kind of remind me of like ballet shoes. So these are my new shoes. They're like this is like you tie it around like your leg to kind of look like a ballet, like a ballerina, I guess. I keep saying ballet, but that's just the name of the dance, not the name of the person that does ballet. So these are the shoes. I can finally wear black shoes. Like, I've been wanting to get black shoes for so heckin' long, and it just took me so long to get black shoes. I don't know why. It's because I never want to buy black shoes. I always just want to buy pink shoes, and it's like, I could match better my cords if I were to get black shoes. Even the simplest black stuff looks good. For example, like I have the Metamorphose and Barbie dress, and it has black on it, but I always wear pink shoes with it because I never think, oh, maybe I should buy black shoes, but now I got it. So yeah, that's my little rant. So that's it for this week's video. If you like this video, please feel free to leave a like and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.